We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Here we go. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to the New Orleans Pelicans. Tip-off goes to Houston. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Paul out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Winslow. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Monroe in the 4 slot. Now here's Paul after the miss from Tim Duncan. Paul again. It's Carter Williams. Paul dishes to Winslow. 5 to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Carter Williams against Paul. Now Carter Williams. Matthews, no one around him. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, he gets it going, and who knows now? You know, it might be a really big night in store for him.
Now here's Paul. Matthews with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Knocked away. And here they come. Here's Oladipo. Can't get it to go. Duncan with some nice D.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
A nice bounce for Harrison Barnes Clark in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and he really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Feeds to Matthews. Back to Barnes. Just 3 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Slim passes to Duncan. Tries again. Dishes to Barnes. To the right side. And taken away by Paul.
That pass never had a chance there. His timing was perfect in going after that steal.
Winslow is setting the pick for Paul. The pass to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. And Noel kicks to Oladipo. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. For Chicago, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Now here's Paul. The feed to Winslow. Tries to snap the cold streak. Back to Paul. The second chance effort. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Here's Barnes. Throws down the breakaway jam.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Rockets trailed by 6. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Noel wide open. He fires. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Kicks it to Duncan. From 13. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And Oladipo kicks to Winslow. Pass to Monroe. Buries it down low. 1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Duncan. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Shot clock at 6. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Now here's Carter Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Matthews kicks to Barnes. Shoots from 14. The shot is off. And Houston the other way now. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Chicago leading by 6. The pass to Slim. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Paul. Finished off the break.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Now here's Matthews. Knocks it loose. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Bulls leading by 6. And don't go away. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Beasley. Zelia is out there with Hill. Then it's Norris Cole, and it's Neal in the 2-guard spot. And the second player taken in the 2008 draft, Michael Beasley out of Kansas State, has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations for him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country. But now, Greg, in his 8th season, he's bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebounder on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental. And not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent point. Brooks with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Pierce. Cole with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hill. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Oh, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know,
Bonsoir Tabox 9. Bienvenue sur mon live. Sur le live YouTube Money. Et ouais. Est-ce que tu m'entends?
Getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. That pass into the paint, that is a work of art.
Je pense qu'il y a un sacré décalage. C'est chiant. Parce que du coup, je vois pas. Enfin, je mets du temps pour répondre quoi. Le shoot.
A 3-ball, and he gets it to go. Neal's got the game tied up here for Houston.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Pick up by Hill. Feeds it to Ezeli. In the corner, Neal with it.
Oh la faute.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Faut savoir que là je joue contre un mec qui est très fort à tout.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make him earn those points from deep. Don't give them to him free at the line.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Matthews. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Ezeli. Monroe comes in for Jordan Hill. Winslow's checked in for Michael Beasley. And Paul's subbed in for Norris Cole. Carter-Williams kicks to Brooks. Outside Pierce. Shoots. Back to Brooks. He dishes it to Jang. He kicks it to Pierce. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Ouais, non, mais même. Enfin, tu mets du temps à entendre ma voix. Alors que moi je vois tes messages en direct. C'est chiant. Et est-ce que tu... Il n'y a pas des pixels? Parce que tout à l'heure je sais qu'il y avait beaucoup de pixels. Mais j'ai changé la qualité normalement.
That list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Duncan comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Gorgui Dieng. Carter-Williams against Paul. No good from the wing. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for a good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers.
Non, je pense pas. Parce que même le gameplay là, tu vois pas en direct. Enfin, je crois pas, hein. Tout à l'heure Maxime c'était ça.
Now here's Barnes, guarded closely. Passes it to Slim. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Ça commence à me saouler leur patch de merde là qu'ils ont fait.
I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Incroyable.
Ball again. Carter-Williams.
Lent.
They set the pick. Dishes it to Winslow.
Allez, on défend dur là, on défend dur sur l'homme. On le laisse pas passer. Oh le bâtard.
No question, powered it down. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And then Oladipo with the jam.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Paul outside. He feeds it to Monroe. The jump hook, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's an 8-point Houston lead.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And that one's good. Duncan.
Damn, Duncan.
Rockets leading by 6.
Il est où Maxime là? Il est pas fidèle hein.
And here is Paul. There's a screen by Noel. The drive by Paul. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. Houston on top. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Greg Monroe with a strong contribution so far in this one.
When the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Greg Monroe with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down.
Pourquoi je saute?
Sure of that.
Je suis con aussi.
You've got Duncan. Harrison Barnes is out there with Slim.
That's
Matthews. And it's Carter Williams in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
Matthews goes in. No good with the wing jumper. Rockets leading by 6. Oladipo with the ball. Matthews covering. And Oladipo kicks to Monroe. Matthews with the rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
There's the feed to Carter Williams. And he can't bank that one in. Rocket shooting at a decent 44% clip here. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Chicago making some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Duncan. Gorgie Dang comes in for Slim. And it's Pearson for Harrison Barnes. Monroe sets a screen for Paul. It's Oladipo on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Oladipo's got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Carter Williams kicks to Matthews. And the reception by Noel. Ball outside. Kicks it to Oladipo. Shoots a fader. Hits the front of the rim and out.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
There's the pick. Trying to get back on track. It's rebounded by Houston.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
And talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film study, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
And the Rockets making a change here. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Beasley comes in for Greg Monroe. Vince Carter is checked in for Winslow. And Gary Neal subbed in for Oladipo. Screen by Bogut. Pierce inside the three-point line.
Comment ça, il rentre pas?
Wide left.
Putain.
And back to Oladipo. We always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
And
here's Matthews. Finishes the break with
kaboom.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Pass to Carter Williams. It's stolen by Carter. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there.
C'est qui regarde le live là?
It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Brooks checked in for Chicago. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Cole's checked in. Pass to Bogut. 6 to shoot. No good there off the double clutch. Rockets leading by 9. Here's Cole. Matthews with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Matthews leading the charge. Brooks dishes to Pierce. Deflects the pass. Beasley with the steal. Knocked away. Matthews with the steal. Now Brooks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Tang gets it to go.
That's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Right side Hill. The pass to Carter. Yeah.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And Bogut slams it in.
and he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And he gets the bucket. Hill's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
And now here comes Cole, leading the break. And it's Carter missing.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 9. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. Rockets leading by 9. So on the floor for Houston. Carter is out there with Beasley. Then it's Gary Neal. Then there's Festus Ezeli. And it's Cole in at the 5. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Neal. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now here's Brooks. He's covered closely. Screen by Duncan. Barnes. That drops and it comes up. And Cole kicks to Carter. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
And the Bulls making a change here. Matthews is checked in. Ball passes to Monroe. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Rockets lead by 9. Into the Bulls, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. The dish to Duncan. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. No luck.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Paul kicks to Monroe. There's a screen by Noel. Monroe left side. Just 2 to shoot. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Carter Williams against Oladipo. Shot left block. Duncan, the pass to Slim. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
And when they've worked the ball into the post throughout this game, they have had success.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Good on both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
It's stolen by Duncan. Down low. And stolen by Noel. To the inside. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Last season, the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season he looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motors I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
And Greg Monroe with the slam. Chicago calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Paul. Duncan with the block. Oladipo misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Carter Williams. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the second free throw, good. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
There's a screen by Noel. Feeds to Winslow. Monroe left side. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 3 to shoot. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Shoots. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Oh, le beau.
And the Rockets lead by 12.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior.
Putain.
This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew.
Le vache. Tu veux voir du dunk?
Lobs it up toward the rim. Swing passes to Duncan. Second shot opportunity. Buries the jump shot.
Est-ce que Maxime, tu m'entends en même temps que le gameplay? Enfin, genre, pas comme tout à l'heure. Normalement, j'ai baissé la qualité. Donc peut-être que...
Just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Rockets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding job, Kevin. Those points off the bench were huge.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with the first victory for this matchup with the 1-0 record against the Bulls.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Greg Monroe. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Jang, he's checked in for Slim. Allen comes in for Barnes. Morris checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Brooks in for Carter Williams. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Winslow with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Now here's Brooks. Here's Moore. No good there. So we see Houston taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson,
Oula, je comprends rien ton message là, Maxime.
and Kenny Smith.
Bah le live a des petits bugs, mais où es-tu parles? Où tu parles? Ah ouais! Mais ouais, tu parles dès que tu vois mon message. Pas de décalage. Ok! Ah, cool. Mais je veux dire, est-ce que tu m'entends en même temps que Enfin, est-ce que tu me vois en même temps que je joue? C'est comme tout à l'heure, il y a toujours le décalage entre le gameplay et le live. Ah bon? Pourtant tu mets du temps à envoyer ton message.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is. HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is. Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Make your lady back up in this, hop up in the six, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything.
Oui, mais je suis sur mon portable là. Oh, les viewers là, je les trouve un peu dur sur moi là. Hein. Oh. Attendez, ça va là. Je calme tout de suite.
Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Ain't nothing changed with the name on the check. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I die by respect. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. Haters telling me to chill cause they need time. Rest in got this tied like a shoelace for real.
Non mais là je suis en train de m'engueuler avec quelqu'un. Eh oui, petite engueulade en direct live. Ce sont les aléas du direct, je dirais.